I love talking about risks, and I love the concept of taking risks. I've loved it for years. But why would I think risk-taking is such a great thing? Okay, well, let me start with the dictionary definition. Risk is exposure to harm or danger, to put on the line, take a chance, put in jeopardy. And that doesn't sound very appealing, does it? The dictionary makes risk sound scary and dangerous, something you should avoid at all costs. So most of us tend to view risk-taking negatively. We dismiss it as unwise. But I've always thought of risk differently, and that's what I want for you. I've always thought there was something very exciting about taking risks, that I could learn more about myself and my life if I take a risk. I mean, looking back, I've always tried to reframe risk as an opportunity to succeed by learning, rather than just a path to potential failure. Most people are scared of risk because they're scared to fail. But let's just replace the word failure with learning for a moment. That means you take a risk, you can't fail, you can only win or learn. And I'm sure you'd agree that learning is an opportunity for growth, wouldn't you? As long as you're learning from your mistakes, learning from things that don't go your way, you're growing. Are you open to learning? Because it is a necessary stepping stone to your success. Here's why I believe some risk-taking is essential to your success. It's because great, otherwise unforeseen opportunities often come from taking a risk. Risks involve moving forward despite your fears or uncertainties. Until you experience discomfort, you'll find that real growth, discovery, and development doesn't exist. Often it's your preconceived notions that stand in the way of risk-taking. If you're a rigid thinker with little flexibility about how you see things, then I think you're going to be less open to new possibilities. And imagine all the learning you miss out on when your mindset is closed like that. Do you take any risks, or do you find yourself playing it safe all the time? Taking risks is genuinely necessary for your success because it gets you used to feeling discomfort, and that allows you to grow, learn, and discover new things. You may not come out on top every time. Nobody does. But when you do, that's when the magic will happen for you. Of course, it's always important to learn from any event that doesn't go your way. By embracing the unpredictability of risk, you make things happen for yourself rather than waiting for things to happen to you. And when you're not afraid of failing, you're open to learning. In that situation, you will either win or learn. There's no failure here. Learning is never a loss. Success won't fall in your lap. You have to pursue it. You have to put one foot in front of the other and start the journey. At times, you have to be comfortable with uncertainty. And you have to be comfortable that you're agile enough to navigate the setbacks and the challenges that you will inevitably face. You won't get what you want by playing it safe all the time. I've never ever met a world champion or a world-class performer who didn't take risks often. They take risks to find out what's possible and what their limits are. By taking risks, they push themselves into new territory that gives them an edge over their competition. Risk-taking won't just improve the path you're on. It may also open up to you a world of possibilities you haven't even considered yet. It may feel that the world outside your comfort zone is dangerous and uncomfortable and scary, and I do understand that. We all feel that. But until you're willing to push yourself out there and take some risks, you'll never be able to achieve the professional or the personal success you deserve. I think it's time to step outside that comfort zone. Time to go after what you're passionate about and start to get what you want. It's time to embrace risk because it will help you overcome doubts and fears about failure. Remember, you're only going to win or learn, never fail. From now, let's think of failure not as the opposite of success, but as a stepping stone to success. I'm sure you've heard of Michael Jordan. He was one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He was also someone who totally embraced risk and failure. He famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. I accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." As Jordan showed, some people want it to happen. Some people wish it would happen, and others make it happen. Michael Jordan was obviously a master at pushing himself, embracing the concept of trying and the possibility of failure. Through failing, he learnt and found success. So please don't be afraid of failing. Quite the reverse. Embrace messing up, because you will only learn and move forward by finding out what does and doesn't work for you. It's an essential part of the learning process. You must take some uncomfortable steps in the journey to your goal. You will expose yourself to decisions that don't always come easy. You must step, maybe sometimes even leap, out of your comfort zone to find out what you're capable of. But you cannot beat the feeling that you can do something you didn't think you could do. Take a risk. You will either win or you will learn. Remember, there is no failure. Learning is never a loss. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is just below. I'll alert you to new videos, details of my live events that you can attend and other updates. And of course, you can visit my website for more information.